my channel. My name is Anne, and this is Postcards from My Golden Years. So, you're in for a real treat today. For a change, we are not shooting anything on preparation for France, or move to France. I took a little break because I thought you might find this interesting. I have a friend who is my beautician, and she's got her own salon downtown Naples, and she and I got together very recently, and of course it was time for me to have my hair done, and she was putting in some beautiful little hair tinsel. Hair tinsel, you say? What is hair tinsel? Well, I don't know if you've noticed it, but I have this like glittery stuff. It's sort of subtly glittery in my hair, and out in the sunshine, if I turn a certain way, it kind of catches the light. So it catches a lot of attention everywhere in the world that I go, and I decided, along with Beatriz, that we should do a video and we should talk to you about it, because so many people will stop me in restaurants and on the street, in stores, and they'll say, hey, stop, can I just look at your hair? What's in your hair? What is that? That's really cool. I want to know, how do they do that? So in this video, tell you everything there is to know about this not so new, surprisingly, 200-year-old little touch of beauty that women have been doing for a long, long time. So come with us. Let's go. So today I am at Roots Salon in downtown Naples. This is just off Fifth Avenue. And I am coming in to see my favorite beautician. That's Beatriz right there. And Beatriz is gonna color and style my hair today.
Hi, Anne. I've been waiting for you. I've got some brand new tinsel colors. I'm so excited to do your hair today.
Well, I'm excited too. Let's get started.
Let's get started. Okay, so today we're doing a tinsel application on Anne. We're really going to miss you when you're in France. All right, so we're here ready with Anne. We're going to do our tinsel application. We selected 3 colors already prior. She has the pastel rainbow already in your hair for what, maybe the last 5 or 6 months. And then Island Gold, which is our special color for Anne and a few girls. And then we picked Hot Pink today as a seasonal change.
A little touch of Barbie.
A little touch of Barbie. So these are really neat because the application is done on a single strand of hair. Right, so this is 100% pure silk. And we grab one hair, do a special knot.
Okay. That's your trademark knot.
This is our trademark, our signature silk strands. And the neat thing about this is you can comb it with a fine-tooth comb. We can still curl, color. You can do keratin treatments, heat up to 450 degrees. And just like that, you've got this really neat new technique and trend. Which Anne was asking, how long has this been around? And the answer is it's been around for over 200 years. In Indonesia, where girls would traditionally put their henna tattoos on their hands and then tie silk into their hair. So I think the material is what makes it very luxurious and really elegant, I think. And so, all year round, right? What did you say?
Exactly, and it attracts attention everywhere I travel in the world.
In the world.
People come up to me and they want to know, what is that in your hair? Is it painted on? What makes it just sparkle?
And then they always ask, can you wash it out? Isn't that kind of
yes.
the yes. weirdest question ever when you say, I've had it for over a year and yes. I wash my hair.
But it doesn't come out unless I yank it out or I get my brush caught in it for some reason.
And placement is everything with these. You know, I do have people who want one on every strand of hair, which I think is really neat, but
that would be a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but it's really cool to see just how long the hairs on your head stick around for.
There isn't a...
I have a lot in my hair that have been there for months,
There are no luxury.
and I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least one that's been in there for over a year.
So true. I mean, after a while, you can see the wear on them, but it's really impressive just how long they can stay. And we get that not nice and taut in there. And I think the camera, I can see it on our side. Yeah, so pretty.
So a lot of other people go and they have this done at other places. And they complain that theirs don't stay in.
It's true.
Why is it that yours stay in and theirs don't?
Well, I think number one, we've been doing it for 14 years, so I think that also makes a big, it makes a difference as far as expertise goes, but the fact that we use one single strand of hair, I think is what makes it unique and what makes the longevity of it just so long, because when I do my own YouTube searches, all the knots say they're only there for a day or two, and here, like you mentioned, they can be there for 5-6 months up to a year. So I think partial technique and product. When it's 100% silk, I think that's the real key. Because I mean, Anne, you too, when you see people out, you can tell when it's like the real thing or when it's kind of like an icky, not so nice product, right?
Well, I see a lot of people who have said, oh, I had that done at some jewelry store or something. And typically the strands that they're using literally look like the tinsel from a Christmas tree. They're thick, and it looks like somebody took a package of Christmas tree tinsel and just knotted it into their hair. It looks very cheap and...
Well, and we've seen other people come in with tinsel applied to more than one strand of hair, and the hair just looks wrecked, and it just doesn't give it the same appeal.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do?
And I think we've been tinseling your hair. Well, we call it hair tinsel. It's known as fairy hair, hair streamers. But we've been doing your hair for 3 years.
About that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's neat that so many people have still not seen this technique, and it's still new to them. And in fact, I was so happy Anne was willing to make a video today, because I think her being my perfect hair tinsel Barbie model, it just seemed right. It seemed like a perfect seamless fit to kind of get the word out. Since people ask you all day long, where did you do this? How do they do it? It's going to be great to actually have somewhere to send them to check out the technique.
Exactly. You know, there's a big difference also in more recent years. When I first had it done, I remember I took a trip to Paris, and I was going through immigration. I had just passed through immigration, and these two guards that were right there at the end there, they looked at my hair, and one woman said, "Oh, votre cheveux," meaning your hair, and she made this look like, "What is that?" And I sort of ignored her and kept on walking. Just a year or two later, I was back in Paris, and suddenly people would stop me on the street and say, stop, can I just look at your hair for a minute? And they would want to see it caught in the sunlight, because depending on how you turn your head, you can either see the color or you don't. And they had to know, where did you get it done? Oh my goodness, I want to have that done. My husband and I were in Cuba a couple of years ago, no, maybe 3 years ago. probably shortly after you started doing it in my hair. We were in Cuba, and these women, Cuban women who worked in a restaurant we were in, came up to me and they said, "Oh my gosh, I want to learn how to do this. I also do hair. How do you do that?" And I said, "Well, you need to come to the United States, and Beatriz will show you."
Aw. You know, I think the moment you tell a hairdresser, okay, I do it on one strand of hair, they say, that's it, I give up, could never do that. But, you know, it's what really made us make the investment, because when we discovered it, at a trade show, there was a woman who came up to the booth and says, "Look, I still have mine from last year." And we thought, what is this? Because, you know, nothing can last a whole year in hair. So they definitely got our attention, and really happy we made the investment back in 2009, because we didn't really see it back on the market until, you know, now 10, 12 years later. So it's been a really fun journey.
And you all do it here in the salon, right?
Yes, yep. So we are a 3-generation hair salon. We're mother, daughter, granddaughter here in Naples, Florida. And so it's really great that it's kind of become a sisterhood where people come and get their tinsel, and every year they look forward to their Naples trip. And it's nice that anybody here can service you, where we all have the same hand and the same technique.
I was in here once, just a couple of years ago, and somebody brought their little granddaughter in. I forget whether it was for a special occasion, but the little granddaughter was here just for fairy hair.
Exactly. You know, it's so great to have something that appeals to people young and old. You know, I have a 94-year-old client that came in and put tinsel in her hair.
Was that the lady that was
Harriet,
just here?
yes,
Yes, I
Harriet.
saw that, yes.
And she's so cute, you know, very Italian, very proper, elegant woman. So it's cool that something like that would appeal to her, and she thinks it's just a very refined piece of jewelry for your hair, which is, I think how we like to think of it is as hair jewelry, right?
It's the finishing touch to a perfect
Well said.
hairstyle.
It's a perfect finishing touch. Look at this side of your head. I feel like this gold was really made for your hair. It's got to be one of my favorites.
It's probably my favorite one, but I do like the colors, just for a subtle change.
Yeah, we've been doing violets and purples to get you ready for your the south of France.
And you have blue in your hair,
I do.
which is particularly beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll do a close-up after, just to show you.
Black hair with blue tinsel. But you would do blue tinsel for the holidays, right? For Hanukkah? Do you remember that a long time? Was that? Maybe that was another blonde couple.
There wasn't.
Well, we should do blue on your hair sometime.
Yes.
Maybe that's the next video.
Actually, I think that over the years we have done blue.
Okay. So I'm not totally crazy.
No.
Okay.
No.
But it's a great way to break the ice when you're out. People say, "What's in your hair? What is that?"
Yeah.
It always becomes a topic of conversation, and I think, you know, it's men compliment me all the time. It's really interesting. Again, how many different people it appeals to, and you just always have a party in your hair, right?
Exactly. I had a few older men. I say older, I'm underestimating their age. Over time, they've come up to me and they say, "Hey, honey, what are you doing? Decorating early for Christmas?"
And I feel like, no. What do you say to that?
Well, it's sort of annoying, but you know.
You know, I have a tattoo artist that he gets them now in his beard.
Does he really?
Yeah, and he has
Wonderful.
blue in his beard, and it's pretty cool. And like, I've had other men, like for breast cancer awareness month.
Yeah.
Well, they'll tie a gold glitter in their hair. It's really neat to see like what's the cause or the intention. Sometimes it's more than just beauty or fun. It has some really neat symbolism. Like I did a wedding last week, and her something blue was the tinsel in her hair, which was my idea when we got married. So I think it's it always makes every moment more special, but just neat how we've adapted it into our traditions here.
We should get Jeff to grow his hair, like maybe one piece of it
How cute.
long enough.
Jeff would actually I think he would totally rock it well. And with his new frames, those look great on him. So I say we.
I'm not sure he would really go along with it, but
Okay, and here's our finished product of Anne's gorgeous tinsel application. And will you put your hands through your hair just to show? Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Can you show me your teeth?
I love it.
Oh, you look beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, and here is the blue in Beatrice's hair. Look how subtle and pretty that is. It just catches the light. It's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's hair tinsel. So, I have it done every month, although I have lots of them in my hair. They last for months. I'll bet maybe there are a few, as I said in the video, a few that are there for over a year. When we go to France, I'm going to miss Beatriz because I haven't found anybody in Paris or in Nice that does this. And I really like the subtle effect that it has. It's starting to catch on in cities here in the US, but not a whole lot. So I did see it featured in Vogue magazine, maybe 6 or 8 months ago. So it's sort of catching on, even though it's been around for a long time. So thanks so much for watching my video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you're in Naples, Florida, be sure to check out the Roots Hair Salon. Maybe get your hair tinseled. It's great for parties. I got it done for the very first time right before a wedding we were going to years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And I've been getting it done ever since, for a long time. But again, thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Be sure to check out Beatriz's Salon, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
Fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile. What is it that you do? My life was great till you added color.